All right, guys, so here's how you can upgrade the matrix you're in through family ties. All right, so your family is going to come in and they're going to put you in roles that put you in a lower energy. All right, a common one is the helper, and they're going to want you to stay in that role. And so first you have to figure out, what are you getting out of it? When you're in that, you feeling needed, you're feeling wanted, you're feeling like you have meaning or purpose. Okay, so that's keeping you stuck below where you want to go in the matrix. So when you decide, because the matrix is your self concept, you want a new role. You want a new self concept. A role is a self concept. You want a new self concept. You want a new role. So let's say you want to become the entrepreneur. That's higher than the helper. All right, that puts you in a really confident space. So first you go out and you create whatever it is that you want to create. You start building it. Of course, family's going to come in and they're like, no, you're the helper. This is what you do. You have to make these sacrifices and do these things for us. All right, and this is just an example. You can have different roles, but they can have all that for you. You can decide, no. And I know a lot of people now are just cutting off family, and I know it's different for every situation, but here's how you can use it to catapult you into the matrix you want. You can decide that you are going to set boundaries with your own autonomy. So you're going to step first on your own into the shoes and role of the entrepreneur, which is the example here, and embody that person. You take on their stories, their mindset, the way they see themselves, because the way you see yourself is the way you see the world. Okay? You embody that. So now that you've embodied that, you're going to go back to family, and they are going to say, nope, that's not your role, you're the helper. All right, in this example. Instead of just leaving, an option here to catapult yourself into the matrix is to decide, I am going to maintain my autonomy here. Here's what I can offer to do to help, but I am this person with a new self-concept and a new way of looking at the world, and you can either accept what I'm willing to give you or not. And let them react, let them say what they're going to say. They're going to be offensive, they're going to be hurtful, they're going to have reactions, but you are going to choose not to care and stay detached. Let them, all of that. As you maintain your autonomy and your boundaries around your autonomy and the concept that you have, your self-concept that you have worked on shifting, you are going to heal a lot of karma. You are going to heal, and it's going to help propel you. So you can keep looking through your family, because they're a mirror. All right, they're the only people we can't really leave. So they come in usually as a mirror of what we need to heal for that reason. So you're going to look at your family and ask, what else do I need to see here? How else am I reacting to you guys? What roles do I take on? Who am I in this family structure? How am I seen? How am I valued? What are my values here? And then how can you shift that when you're not around them and come back to them as this new shifted person? And the more you can not be bothered by them and maintain boundaries, maintain your autonomy and boundaries around that, maybe having parameters around how much you'll see them or how much you'll talk to them. You decide how much they're in your life and in what ways. That is going to help you heal what you used to do when you reacted, what you used to do when you just gave in and did what they said. All those things are going to shift into something different. And then because now you're stepping more confidently into this new self-concept, that's going to create a difference in your outer world. And that's how that matrix shifts, because the matrix is you. It's your self-concept. So whenever you decide that you are going to change one belief about who you are and the way you operate around people who fight to keep you in a smaller space, and you just don't let it get to you, you don't care, it doesn't bother you in the same way, or it has little to no effect, the more you master that. That's self-mastery. The more you master that, the more you ascend. Because every time you make one change within yourself, you're changing your self-concept, you're changing your matrix, you're changing your reality. So your family, while they start off being a mirror to where you need to heal, they can be a springboard and propel you forward into life, into becoming the person you've always wanted to be. And they may or may not be able to come with you, but you can appreciate them for the gift and forcing you to get in touch with yourself, your autonomy, and set boundaries and become confident.